Hey, this is Jim at Broadfield bringing you Broadfield Liquid Lunch that goes live every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Before we get into this week's show, I want to recap and talk about some of the opportunities we had. I recently had the president of Broadfield Distributing, Gary Batan, on the show with us to talk about the opportunities created with this COVID-19 pandemic. There is enough negativity in the news. We like to look on the bright side and identify where the opportunities are. Houses of worship all over the country are looking to get their word out and to stream their services because people cannot attend Mass. Schools and colleges are being forced into distance learning and remote education. School boards and local governments are holding their meetings online, as are corporations and media and entertainment companies across the board. There is definitely opportunity here for all of our Broadfield dealers. I want to talk about the technology we're using and the technology used on some of our previous shows. Last week, we brought to you the show using Microsoft Teams into a TriCaster Mini with Skype TX, using the NDI scan converter on the laptop, and using a PTZ Optics webcam on Gary's PC, bringing him in on a guest. This week's show, we have an entirely different workflow where I am going to be talking to my production team on a Wirecast gear using Wirecast's own rendezvous technology. There are a lot of different options and technology available in order to go remote with your web streaming applications. There are great opportunities if you traditionally sell into the media and entertainment space. Short term, these companies are looking for alternative methods to deliver news and content. Products like LiveView Solo and LiveView's higher end encoders are being used by broadcast news networks across the country and across the globe. Streaming video on social media has become an important aspect in order to continue to build your audience when media and entertainment becomes back opened up. We know theaters will be back open, and we know there is an opportunity to build that interest now. Remote editorial teams are being dispersed all over the globe looking to get additional content and to share their messages, and they're responding quickly to very fast and changing situations. As a dealer, you can also sell the long term benefits of investing in the technology now. One of the things that we've learned is that media and entertainment companies need to migrate to cloud based content creation tools. Companies like Avid, BirdDog, NewTek are all working on moving to the cloud, and by you investing in becoming that expert, you will build an entire dealer channel. Streaming content becomes the king. Being able to stream your media directly into your audience's home is going to become more important than ever, as we are seeing in times like these. And of course, building a social media following and participation. Corporate users are also benefiting both short term and long term. Remote workforces are now a norm, not an exception to the rule. It is no longer optional. These companies also need to replace canceled trade shows, sales conferences, and meetings and share important business information with their investors, staff, and customers. They are also looking to build awareness and maintain their audience for when we do get back into our offices. Long term investments are going to make these companies build better and bigger huddle rooms and remote workforces, allowing them to flip this switch should this situation happen again in the future. It will open up a huge opportunity for remote training of sales staff, support staff, and customers, and upgraded communications, including investor briefings, companies, and more. Companies are learning that travel can no longer be relied on as a communication tool, and that they need to communicate just as effectively over the web by streaming into their customers' computers. If you have any questions about any of these opportunities, Give your Broadfield sales team a call at 800-634-5178 and join us every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for Broadfield's Liquid Lunch and Learn.